If other state school university no join ASUU strike, while our school dey join, AAU student to Governor Obaseki. Students for Abrosali University AAU for Ekpoma wey be state government school don carry march enter government house Benin City on Tuesday to protest sake of the Academic Staff Union of Universities ASUU strike wey don waka enter 4 months since February 14, 2022. Vice President on Special Duties for National Association of Nigerian Students (NAS), Odahi Thomas Ikine come tok say dem no dey happy with the way ASUU strike don too tey, say course wey suppose be 4 years don be 7 years. He come tok say the protest na warning say dem go come back next week if AAU no resume. He come present paper wey contain all their complaint give special adviser to the governor for Edo State on media and communication strategy, Kruso Osagi, wey represent Governor Godwin Obaseki.
So we are here to express our displeasure, our grievances, as regard the now incident ASUU strike. As regard the state-owned university, Abrosali University in particular, in the last few months, Nigerian students in Abrosali University have been sent home. Majority of them are tired. Some in the process of leaving the campus, some lost their lives. A lot has happened. Sir, it may interest you or it may not interest you to know that 4 years course in Abrosali University now spans over 7-8 years, or as the case may be. For those in medicine, engineering, some of them have spent closely 9-10 years. This is because of the greatest Nigerian student. This is because of the consistent fracas between staff unions and the government, so to say. And Nigerian students are always at the receiving end. ASUU goes on strike for 5 months, 6 months, 3 months, 8 months, and at the end they get paid. Nigerian students, mostly those who are on self-funding, they do all manner of menial labor, to see how they can fend for themselves in school, pay their fees. And at the end, having budgeted for, staying in the school for 4 years, maybe for a 4 years course, they end up spending about 8-9 years. Along the line, some get frustrated and they end up dropping out. That is now more like a norm in Abrosali University. Sir, we are tired. Sir, we are tired. We are here today to let you know that at this point in time, in line with our 3 C's, we are at the last stage, which is confrontation. And whatever it is you are seeing here today is a tip of the iceberg. Sir, if in the next 1 week, a drastic action is not taken to ensure that Abrosali University is open, that there are lecturers available to lecture students, all academic activities are ongoing, so we'll be back here. And when we return back, we will be ready. If it is to kill us, we'll be ready. Whatever it is. So there are 2 options before you now, sir. You can either educate us or kill us. And in the next In the next 1 week, sir, like as it is in Kogi State. In Kogi State, there are no staff unions. And the students there, they are happy. 4 years course is 4 years course. So there is nothing wrong. If the way our colleagues in Kogi are having it, we here in Edo, if we also have it that same way. Same applies to other state-owned institutions whom have decided in their own wisdom to opt out of this ASUU strike, knowing that, one word, your national ASUU strike, knowing that it is not going to be beneficial to them. So our call is that whatever it is the government needs to do, the government should do it so that Abrosali University can be up and running. We are also telling the government, and the government has the time frame of 7 days, which is 1 week, to do all of this. Otherwise, Nigerian students will be back here. Here, we have over 60-something departments in Abrosali University. We have just one person representing from a department. And the least populated department in Abrosali University is over 600-700. Sir, except maybe if you have the facility to accommodate more than half of the population that we have in each and every department in Obaseki University. That is, you are free to allow things to remain the way it is. Otherwise, sir, please, I am pleading with you to please ensure that in the next 1 week, Obaseki University is fully functional. As the representative of the authority here, for you to present it to His Excellency so that they can quickly address our grievances. So we also appreciate, for record purposes, if this can be acknowledged.
Osage Konyan, the student, say everything the vice president for now talk na part of wetin government want do for the school. Say make the lecturers come together and make decision wey go benefit the students. Say the government ready gidigba to support them.
You see the wisdom in allowing somebody to speak. He has spoken very eloquently and he has articulated all the issues, that has caused you people to be, unhappy with government. And I want to say, without fear of, contradiction, that everything that Comrade has said today is in line with the state government's intention for the institution. I will repeat, everything he has said today is in line with what this government wants to do for your institution. However, we have a challenge. We have a challenge. What challenge do we have? Our hands are tied to an extent. How are our hands tied to an extent? I will explain to you now. Now, most of these institutions, including Obaseki University, they have staff unions. And then once a strike is called at national level, the people in the state will also want to align, which I don't think is in the best interest of the student. It's not even in the best interest of the lecturers, because the reason is because, at the end of this strike, assuming the federal government concedes to the request of ASUU, when it is being implemented, it is not coming to AAU, because AAU is not owned and funded by the federal government. I am an alumni of this institution, of this university. I graduated in 1999 from Department of Agricultural Economics. I don't know whether any of you is from agri-economics here. So I understand fully what you are going through. I spent 3 years extra in university, because of incessant strike. And it is the same problem. And our proposition as government is that at some point, maybe the lecturers must have to take the interests of the students, and put it ahead of their own. Because we believe that the reason why they just sit back at home hiding under the guise of ASUU strike is because they know that in the end, whether they teach or not, they will be paid. But what about the students? We think this is wrong. We think the university lecturers and all other workers within the university should come together and discuss and take a decision in the best interest of the student, because the government is willing to continue to support the institution with all the finances it needs to run. The question is, will the lecturers come to the office? Will they come to work? Will they realize that the education of our children is more important than their unionism? That is a challenge. I know that the government is also working on other steps to take now to help students come out of this conundrum. But we think that before any decision is taken by government, the lecturers themselves should begin to think. They too have children. I'm not sure they are rich enough to send their children to school abroad. Their children are also affected. Why can't they reason together and decide to allow students learn instead of being on strike? So that's why I think is the best interest of our students. That's why I think is the best interest of Edo State. So let me now round up by saying that, please don't be offended that the governor is not here right now. And I want to assure you that this document you have given to me now is going straight to the governor's table. And I want to also assure you that the 1 week ultimatum you have given, I believe it is going to be adhered to by the government. I work with the governor directly. I know what his interests are. And I can assure you that in the next 1 week, I believe very strongly, he's going to take steps and actions that will ensure that people return back to your classrooms and start learning again. But we are also appealing that by the time these decisions are taken by government, you people should also rise up in support of government to ensure that these lecturers abide by the decisions that this government is going to take.
Ebusereme Obinome, TMC TV News.